first point I'd like to make is that UNRWA is implementing a zero-tolerance policy and always has done. I saw it from the inside against these infringements of neutrality. So before the UN investigation being handled by the Office of Internal Oversight in New York has even finished its investigation, UNRWA has sacked these workers. 9 of them are alive. They've been sacked. 1 is dead and 2 are missing, we believe. That is the equivalent, James, of an enemy of you coming to LBC and saying, I've got some information about James O'Brien. He's been colluding with terrorists and we want you to sack him, and LBC sacks you. So UNRWA has opened...
And stop paying everybody else on the payroll as well. They'd stop paying Nick Ferrari, they'd stop paying Ian Dale, everyone else would stop getting paid after I was sacked.
And all your listeners as well, the people, the beneficiaries, as it were, who are benefiting from programmes like yours, yes. And let's make no mistake, and it's a good point, not only is UNRWA has taken this very robust action, opening itself up to compensation claims, let us be clear, the British government and others seem to be supporting this, because one has to ask the question of the British government, what do you want to achieve, given that the staff members have been sacked, even before there's an internal investigation? If that comes back and says, yes, they were doing this, are you going to, well, where does that leave your aid? Yes. There's no answer to the question. It's poor donorship on behalf of Britain. It's not made it clear to UNRWA what it's got to do to get this aid reinstated. And to be clear, aid from Britain to UNRWA in 2018 was 70 million, and last year it was nearer 20. Right. It's already been massively reduced. Yes. So there's actually that issue. It is punitive and disproportionate, and I say it's punitive, James, because I've been to those food distribution centres. It's the women coming in with their suckling babies, the newborn. It's the sick. It's the elderly. It's the dying. It's the wounded. It's the children with 90% burns who are gasping their last gasp. Those are the people who are going to be punished by this British decision. It's immoral, it's a disgrace, and it should be reversed. And we've all had our hearts broken by the kibbutznikim, the people on the kibbutzim near Gaza. And, you know, what's happened is it appears that if Israel had this information 3.5 months ago, those people in those kibbutzim have been denied accountability, while Israel, allegedly, I don't know if this is what they've done, but I imagine they've had this information. It's been around on social media for a very long time. They've withheld that from the UN to do a proper investigation, to get justice and accountability for those poor souls in those kibbutzim, in order to do some news management, cynical news management, the day after this decision by the ICJ. They come out with it in order to knock the headlines about genocide off the front pages. If that's what's happened, if Israel has had this information for 3.5 months, it's cynical news manipulation to protect the likes of Benjamin Netanyahu, who, as we heard in the court 2 weeks ago, was inciting genocide. He talked about the Amalek genocide. He invoked it